President's tariff announcement, though, and his trade strategy has been chaotic. It's been inconsistent. We should not treat our economic allies, like Canada, the same as trade cheats like communist China.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. What are you doing? Why are you... This is the same thing that Democrats did with immigration and the wall, where they went from being anti the wall to making fun of Trump for not finishing the wall to saying, well, yeah, we're willing to approve more funding for the wall. Trade cheat. By trade cheats, he means their government subsidizes their industries, which we definitely don't do over here, by the way.
I do not want to see corporations use the cover of these tariffs to now price gouge families. Tariffs are a powerful tool. They can be used strategically or they can be misused.
This, again, like, this is a wrong-headed effort to appeal to, like, Midwestern Rust Belt factory workers, of which there are, like, 5. Seriously, do you have any idea how few people there are left in this country who have manufacturing jobs? Like, as a proportion of the whole... Like, you could run a campaign entirely based on targeting baristas and win over way better than trying to target, like, factory and steel workers. The reason the Rust Belt is called the Rust Belt is because it rusted over, like 50 years ago. That's the point.
They've got to be used in sectors that make sense. They've got to be paired with real, meaningful industrial policies, pro-worker policies.
Again, like, none of this is about being pro-worker. Tariffs are not pro-worker. This is about protecting American car companies. I've talked about this before, and I'm not going to belabor the point now, but for those of you who are unaware, American cars are exorbitantly expensive and obscenely poorly built. Like, for the price that we pay for them, they are incredibly bad at what they do, and there's a reason why other countries don't buy them. They're also way too big, and the only reason they size them up is to charge you more for them. You know how we all make fun of the Cybertruck for being an objectively terrible vehicle? Every American car is the Cybertruck relative to other vehicles. Like, it's just a different level. Like, the Cybertruck is to our vehicles what our vehicles are to other vehicles. And in order to protect our car companies, Biden and Trump both placed tariffs on Chinese car companies. Massive ones. Biden's tariff, 100% on Chinese electric vehicles. Why? Well, they made up a reason. Chinese spyware. The Chinese government's going to spy on you. Oh, I'm sure Xi Jinping is very interested in the, like, the path that a Minnesota mom takes to pick up groceries twice a week or something. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck do you mean? That was unironically the propaganda they ran with. That China's going to spy on everything. As though we're not getting spied on all the time by our phones, by the way. By the way, when your phone is off, try saying in front of it, like, comfortable armchair, I want a comfortable armchair, and then open up, like, Amazon or Google or something and see how that goes, okay? It's always listening. I remember when you guys gave me shit for saying that, and then it was proven that that happens. I remember. It was proven. Anyway, it's a wrong-headed effort to try to disingenuously appeal to a very small subset of workers with policies that won't help them.
I'm talking about tax incentives to juice American manufacturing. Get those
tax incentives for domestic manufacturing. That sounds like what the Chinese government does that you called them a trade cheat for.
Supply chains back home to go after corporate price gouging and stock buybacks and better protections for workers to have the freedom to form and join a union. We've got to get a better trade approach in this country, and we've got to put workers and American families at the heart of it.
Oh yeah, I bet you're going to go after stock buybacks, man. That's so true. That's definitely something. That's one. I bet the Democrats are unified in that belief. The average American doesn't even know what a fucking stock buyback is. Yeah, that was quite the message, huh? That wasn't a random rep. That was the House Democrats. Of all the House Democrats, Hakeem Jeffries overseeing them, they chose this guy and this message to broadcast. Really responding to the moment. Stop trying to represent Rust Belt workers. Why is it when everyone thinks of the working class, they think of Rust Belt workers? The working class, demographically speaking, is a young to Gen X service worker living in an urban area. Why do we keep why is it when we say working class, everyone thinks of a white West Virginian or Pennsylvanian man who's like 52 years old or something, and they have like a pension? Why, like, why, like, listen, I'm not saying they don't exist. They do, but like numbers wise, there's a much larger demographic of working class people out there that we just pretend don't exist.